Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN Television News for Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. Coming up in the headlines, another St. Andrews senior citizen physically scarred and emotionally traumatized after being attacked. River-Sally Estate remains partially closed as COVID-19 creates economic challenges in the rural community. Some homeless people in St. George choose COVID vaccine to protect themselves, while others say they still have concerns. For a look at what's happening around the globe and sports, let's go over to Krista Campbell.
It is good to see you, Blossom, and a special good evening to you, our viewers and listeners. In global developments this evening, concerns are being raised over COVID-19 vaccine discrimination and academic inequality in Trinidad, and Asian airlines are ramping up flights and special offers as travel demand returns. Sporting fanatics, you will hear more from a top cricketer who says hard work pays off. Join us in our sports roundup to hear his story. Over to you, Blossom.
These and other stories are straight ahead.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
Good evening once again. I am Blossom Alexis-Welsh with the details. In what is shaping up to be a rainy Wednesday night comes the issue of flooding across communities across the island. And at least 2 motorists learned the hard way that some floodwaters could be misleading. This is a situation at the Calavini Bridge in St. George that left 2 drivers trying to get their cars out of floodwaters. We thank our citizen journalists for submitting the videos. We urge both motorists and pedestrians who may still be on the road to exercise caution as the rain is expected to continue. In other news, just 2 days after GBN aired the stories of 2 elderly people being attacked, another elderly woman was reportedly raped and robbed at her home by an intruder. GBN's Rena Perry-Thomas spoke to the family of the latest victim, whose identity will not be disclosed.
Frightened, restless, traumatized, and terrified are some of the words used by Jessie Bowen to describe how her 73-year-old cousin is feeling after she was robbed and raped at her home in the early hours of Wednesday morning. According to Bowen, the victim, who lives alone in the St. Andrews area, was attacked at around 3 a.m. by a man she said was wearing dark-color clothing, gloves, face, and head covering. She repeated the story the victim told her in this Zoom interview.
around 3 a.m., she heard her front door close. And because of the sound it makes when it's closed, that woke her up. But she lay on her bed trying to figure out, really what was going on. And then she saw a light in her back bedroom. And by the time she think of getting off her bed, the next thing was a man opened her bedroom, which is the first bedroom up to the front, and with a knife in his hand against her neck.
She said the unexpected elderly woman was not only robbed of her money, phone, and groceries, but also her dignity.
She offered him, she says, take anything you want. You want money? Take it. He took whatever money she gave him. He also looked under her pillow and saw she had 2 cell phones there, which he took also. With all that going on, he still had the knife at her neck. The next thing he did was push her onto the bed and decided to rape her.
All through the dreadful ordeal, the family members said that the victim stated she was in pain as she suffered from various illnesses. After the intruder allegedly took what he wanted and left, the victim called for help and the police arrived later. At present, the 73-year-old is finding it difficult to sleep in her home and is now living with neighbors until the family put other security measures in place for her safety.
Very shaken up, and she said that every time she closes her eye, what she sees is this figure of this person over her. She's scared to go back to her home, so right now she is at a neighbor. We're going to try to give her that kind of security as soon as possible. And she is a bit hard of hearing, so that's why it took her, I guess, a while to realize that somebody was in her house.
Bowen said the victim received medical attention and a report was made to the police. The family of the victim is seeking justice for their 73-year-old relative. GBN contacted the Royal Grenada Police Force and was told that an investigation is ongoing and that more information will be disclosed to the public soon. Investigation into the rape of 84-year-old Margaret Noel 2 years ago also remains under investigation, as well as the recent attack of vandalism in her home. Police are also investigating the attack on 83-year-old Neville Alexander of Moncton St. Andrew, who said he was attacked by 2 young men on his farm. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Sad, just sad. Moving on, Agriculture Senator Roderick St. Clair says there has been a push towards the return of the Farm Watch program as discussions continue on initiatives to protect farmers and fisherfolk as well as their livelihood. GBN recently carried a story in which an elderly farmer from Moncton St. Andrew was viciously attacked on his farm. While condemning such acts, the senator says there is a need to fast-track the consultations into implementation. Gerard Joseph has that story.
Agriculture Senator Roderick St. Clair says the level of presence for the deterrence of such acts of violence on farmers, as well as prudent larceny, is warranted. Noting the significant basket of contributions farmers and fisherfolk provide toward Grenada's economy, the senator says more respect must be forthcoming. Senator St. Clair says while arming our farmers or the use of cameras and drones have been considered, he believes involving the community will garner a more holistic approach.
You have the community as another layer, who would see, movements in those areas, and they're like informants, if you want to say, who can contribute to this whole issue. So even using the rural police stations like the Birch Grove and Hermitage and all of those helped as another layer. So it's a multifaceted approach.
He says the police also need more resources to handle such crimes and that it be given a priority. The Agriculture Center points to a lack of policy and human resources to implement measures to eliminate issues facing farmers and fisherfolk as other major factors.
When you look at the Ministry of Agriculture, look at the Ministry of Fisheries, you would realize, and I've spoken to that many individuals from way back when would have gone through retirement, and we have failed to employ and replace these individuals because of this policy. And so if we are doing that, how under heaven in this whole world we expect it to happen? If you had someone, for example, responsible for poultry, for example, in the Ministry of Agriculture, who would have retired maybe 2 years now, and you have not replaced this individual, we're not saying that you cannot put somebody there who may kind of keep tabs, but that dedication which is needed is absent. And so this is the first principle for implementation.
Despite the competing interests, Senator St. Clair says the sector deserves more respect in terms of delivery. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
It's on the to-do list for many visitors journeying to Grenada. A first-hand tour while taking in the smells and wonders of rum brewing while experiencing the breathtaking scenery on the northeastern shores of the island. However, what has become a mainstay for tourists and locals remains closed as the local tourism industry recovers. Gerard Joseph has the details in this report.
The COVID-19 pandemic brought the tourism sector in Grenada to a standstill in 2020. In 2021, some aspects of some businesses which are tourism-related are still hindered by the restrictions and regulations. The River Antoine Estate is one of those entities which have yet to fully reopen to visitors, students and locals for its popular tours of the facility. The estate's rum distillery is the oldest in Grenada and maintains the old-fashioned method of brewing rum. Since 2020, with the onset of the pandemic in March, tours to view how River's rum is made have been halted. Simon Green of the management team says the decision to resume full operations is yet to be made.
Currently, there are still a lot of conversations along that line, but still there is no clear dates that we have set for reopening. We're still very concerned about the effects of this pandemic on the health of our employees, first and foremost, and of course on the community.
Green emphasizes that the closure has been a major economic hindrance.
We depend a lot on that market segment coming in, whether it's returning Grenadians or visitors coming to our shores. That market is very significant to our business. And the fact we have had scaled down travel, I would say in a major way or a massive way, definitely that has posed, a serious threat, let's say, to our business.
He notes that there have not been any massive layoffs. However, changes in shifts and rotations have been witnessed. No mandates on vaccination will be made, according to the company executive, while complying with the regulations.
We encourage all our employees to make a decision on their health and safety, and of course, be enlightened about all of the pros and cons of all of the health issues or the suggestions that have been made to safeguard them. Consult with your doctors and so forth, and make a conscientious effort to ensure the health and safety of themselves, their loved ones, and by extension, the community.
From the River Antoine Estate, which is one of the most prominent rum distilleries on island and is known for their local tours, I am Gerard Joseph, reporting for GBN News.
How much does a homeless person know about the global pandemic that is COVID-19? Well, GBN's Krista John has been scouting around St. George to garner some feedback from the people without a fixed board on the ongoing pandemic.
We consider them nomads who oftentimes fall victim to ridicule from those less caring. Daily, they are exposed to the bitterness of the elements. No shelter, no food, and sometimes no clothes, the basic necessities for any human being. The question is asked, who cares? COVID-19 has claimed the lives of so many, and with the recent spike the country experienced, how much does the homeless know about the virus, protecting themselves, and getting vaccinated? GBN engaged a few of them, and you'll be surprised how much they were able to share.
I didn't get a vaccination yet. Don't think I want it. I kind of sickly fellow, and I better to live so.
Take the vaccine yet?
Yeah.
Where did you go and take it?
The stadium.
God, well, I take it already, but I asked God to go with me. I didn't go me alone.
Well, when I settle down and I rest myself, I will take it. Before the 15th, I will take it. Yeah, just take it, you know. Because I had to put this man in the country. Bloody put that.
Treat yourself as possible. Take your medication. Go to
This gentleman is well known for his long-distance traveling by foot. He told GBN he is 67 and worries about nothing else than waking up to see another day. Money does not matter, he says. Walking daily is what keeps him going. However, he is a little bit puzzled about something, he said.
Problem I have. All these people dying in India. And if they give me an injection, it's supposed to ease up a little. Check it out. All of them just dying. And that injection, they can help them. I jogged twice. Yesterday afternoon, I hit myself and said, "Boss, go." But I can again talk. That's one back. But here I go, 1 meal I eat a day. When I go and sleep, I don't eat and walk it out. When I eat, I go and sleep. We do chapter in my bed when I go to bed.
Here's what these individuals do as a means of protecting themselves.
It's a protocol. I obey the protocol. Wonderful. Yes, I bathing, I washing my hand, I walking, and the sun is very good for it. I hold in the sun, you know.
I just keep myself clean every day.
Krista John, GBN News.
They're probably more informed than some of us. This is GBN's primetime edition of news. Still to come, government reassures trade unions that retroactive payment will be made at the end of this month. Stay with us. More news is next.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always act when left, you come first. Save energy, save a dime, we choose your wattage and we choose your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always act when left, you come first. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always act when left, you come first.
Across Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
There's a reason we have been here to serve you for the past 40 years. A reason we have continued to grow. A reason we have continued to celebrate. That reason is you. We have been here to help you plan for your future and here to help you celebrate your achievements. We continue to be here, even when the future seems unclear. Because one thing is certain, you're the reason we care.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breeder larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all farmers, please don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop breeder larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report breeder larceny, call 300.
Have at least a 3-month supply of prescribed medications on hand in the event of an emergency or disaster. Keep medications in a sealed, labeled container that you can carry with you at a moment's notice if you need to evacuate. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Health with support from the Pan American Health Organization.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. Information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
Hassle-free loans for your every need. Cards have you covered, best believe. Cards ready, cash is for everyone. Not to worry, fast approval. Hurry up and come. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash, you already know. We got it all, we on the go. Cards ready, cash, always ready. When you're ready, let's go.
Cards ready, cash, ready when you are.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank. Republic Bank remains committed to providing all its valued customers with high quality and personalized service in a safe and comfortable environment. In order to maintain COVID-19 protocols while serving you, it has become necessary to arrange an appointment with your relationship officer or the customer service representative at your branch for the following products and services: loans, overdrafts, credit cards, new accounts to include savings, checking, certificate of deposit, and foreign currency, reactivation of dormant accounts, and private banking for existing customers only. You may also log on to our website, complete the application form for the service required, and submit via email to your specific branch. Requests for appointment can also be emailed to customerservice@republicgrenada.com or via private message on our Facebook page. For private banking service, kindly contact your specific branch via telephone. We look forward to welcoming you.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the news. It's jubilation for public officers following a meeting with Minister of Labour Peter David and Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith on Tuesday afternoon. The long drawn-out battle that has ensued for months now has a silver lining at the end of the tunnel. Gerard Joseph has the latest update.
It was all smiles as Public Relations Officer for the Public Workers Union, Daisy Hazard, relayed the good news that government will pay the retroactive of the 4% salary increase to public officers at the end of this month. Hazard said Labour Minister Peter David invited the joint negotiating team of PWU and TAU to deliver the news on Tuesday.
Retroactive payment, which was outstanding and which government had previously asked us to accept in the form of a bond, which unions had rejected, that payment will be made. We have assurances from Minister Peter David that that payment will be made at the end of October.
The PRO confirmed that the payment will be made in cash.
It is not bonds at all. We are very, very happy to say it is not bonds. Government had previously asked us, the GNT had asked us to accept bonds, and that bond would have matured in a year from December of this year. And we rejected that. Our membership rejected it. And that is why we are so happy that when Minister Peter David came back to us yesterday, there were no further negotiations, there were no further deliberations, but he just came with the very welcome news that government had, I believe they have found a buyer for the bonds, and so therefore they will have cash to make cash payments to workers.
She said for the unions it was a relief, noting the current climate and not wanting to be in a conflicting situation with government.
It is unfortunate in a way that we were not able to accept bonds, because if we did accept bonds, we would have received that money, let's say a year from now, with a percentage interest. But it speaks to workers' faith in perhaps the administration and in the future that they were not willing at all to accept bonds. And I believe that in making this payment now, government has really taken a big step towards restoring the good faith of unions and among workers as to how workers are appreciated and respected and dealt with.
The retroactive had accumulated from the 4% increase owed from January to July. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Meanwhile, the Public Workers Union PRO says despite the jubilation in their camp, the fight is not over. Ms. Hazard says a large percentage of PWU and TAU workers in the public service did not receive any salary increases at the end of August.
So these workers did not receive the salary increases at the end of August. They will not be receiving any retroactive payments, which along with other workers in October. Nonetheless, these are workers who are long-standing workers of government, work alongside other workers who will establish workers who will receive pay. And government is yet to really give any reasonable rationale as to why it is that there is a huge category of workers that are employed in such a way that when it is time for salary increases duly negotiated by the unions, these workers do not receive salary increases. And there is no other procedural way, systematic way where these workers receive increases.
According to the joint negotiating team of the two unions, it had received word from government that salary increases would be paid to these workers. However, several fixed-term contract public workers, among others, did not receive a salary increase as expected.
We are asking the government, if you're not paying them along with the other members they are paying dues, they are due paying members of the union, they are not receiving salary increases. What then? How then do you propose to pay these workers? Or are you just satisfied that these workers would be on the plan 20 years, 16 years, and they do not ever receive salary increases in any sort of a systematic manner or fashion? It's not, it has pertained for too long. It is not a new problem, but it cannot be allowed to continue like that. And so this is the next fight, if you may, or cause that our union is going to be really taking up assiduously going forward.
In other news, people who are unvaccinated may find themselves disadvantaged when trying to conduct business throughout the Caribbean. The CARICOM Secretariat is the latest in a list of institutions and business establishments implementing strict requirements from members of the public.
The Caribbean Community, CARICOM, has implemented a new policy that says access to its offices across the region will be restricted to people showing proof of vaccination against COVID-19. In a statement issued on Tuesday, the Guyana-based CARICOM Secretariat said that the new policy took effect as of October 1st. It said the measure is aimed at providing a safe working environment for its staff, in keeping with attempts to limit the spread of the COVID-19 virus. These measures include proof of vaccination for staff members and all persons seeking to enter our offices to do business. Staff members and members of the public who are not vaccinated would require a PCR test no older than 7 days to enter the offices, the Secretariat said. The statement by CARICOM comes as several regional governments have either indicated a need to establish a safe zone or restrict the entry to public buildings to only vaccinated people. The governments have been calling on the nationals to get vaccinated as a means of curbing the spread of the virus. Since the start of the pandemic last March, Caribbean countries have recorded 339,488 positive cases and 7,884 deaths. Christelina John, GBN News.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Rena Pear has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
Raped by a masked man 2 years ago, this 82-year-old woman is still traumatized as her home was broken into and ransacked by an intruder. Her story created a buzz as many of our online audience took to the comment section to empathize with her. Margaret Ivers said this should not be happening to our seniors after our seniors have worked hard and now it is time for them to relax and enjoy their retirement. They should not have to worry about these criminals entering into homes. I know this woman from the time I was a child, and this should not have happened or be happening to her or any of the island's senior citizens. I call on the Commissioner of Police to deal with this situation as soon as possible. Ron Charles commented, I grew up in a time when we were taught to say good day to the elderly and each other, a time when we were asked to be each other's keeper. Where we as a nation went wrong. How people get so cold and cruel. I hope one day we as a nation will help bring back civility and love for each other. Our nation is too small to be living like that. Philip Rodriguez says, I call on the Commissioner to make this an emergency case. I am calling on the public to support this lady and call for justice for her. Amna Ali also commented, the world now is full of wicked people who don't fear God, but God would give her the reward when God ready for them. Everyone would want to know how or what happened to that person. God work is slow, but sure as sure can be. That's the buzz for now. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Thought process to the visual impact. It's time to take a peek through the GBN eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Stunning green northern lights dazzled Canada's night sky. The vivid green strands of light danced across the night sky over the Canadian province of Alberta on Tuesday. The aurora borealis, also known as the northern lights, were visible due to the impact of a coronal mass ejection (CME) on Monday. According to NASA, CMEs are formed from clouds of solar plasma combined with embedded magnetic fields, which are released into space following a solar eruption. Tonight's eyesore report came to you compliments a Grenadian based in Canada. We thank our eyesore reporter for this captivating submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
And that's the end of the second segment of news, but still ahead, Grenada's participation in the 2020 Dubai Expo attracting positive inquiries about possible investment opportunities. This is news at 7.
The 30th edition of Waggity Virtual Bingo! Sunday, October 17th from 6 p.m. This time, we're playing for big money, $10,000 US. But wait, that's not all. You can buy one ticket for only $10 US. But if you buy 2 tickets, you only pay $15 US. Now that's a great deal. Invite a friend. Tell them about all the fun and excitement online. Get your tickets from gotofed.com or numerous box offices in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Or if you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Join the fun online Sunday, October 17th. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo. It's so simple and easy to play.
Life's moving moments don't always work as planned. That emotional hug during the graduation ceremony, sudden sightings of old schoolmates during a shopping trip, things can go a little off track quickly. With 15-way voice and video calls, group chats with up to 1,000 persons, and free messaging, Bib helps you share the happiness and be prepared whenever life hits. Keep the good times going. Share it on Bib. Bib, more than just a messaging app. Download Bib today.
Showtime shop at Quartz. We got all the things you want. So many ways to shop. You can pick up curbside. It's Showtime shop at Quartz. All the appliances, electronics, and furniture you like. Showtime. Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Welcome to Nurses Care, a new home healthcare company on Ireland, changing the way you receive healthcare. From registered nurses and aides to medical doctors and qualified physicians, we offer a wide range of healthcare services, from monitoring chronic conditions and medications to elderly care, pediatric care, and maternity nurses, to even housekeeping and case management. We offer 24/7 in-house healthcare services. So contact us today for your in-house consultation at 439-3928.
GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
Welcome back. The St. John's River Flood Mitigation Project is moving full speed ahead. Krista John has been speaking with the contractor for phases 3 and 4 of the project, who is confident that the long-running flooding problem would soon be a thing of the past.
The project got off the ground around the first week of August. Contractor Desmond John of Sunrise Construction Company was awarded 3 and 4 of the project, which spans from Steele's Bridge down to the back of the River Road Post Office and from there to the back of the Purcell's building. The project, John says, is slated to last approximately 4 months. However, possible hiccups may force a delay. He explains where they are at presently.
Now we have cast a lot of the sub-bases, a lot of the foundation walls, and we are preparing to start doing the stem walls. But we have secured the toes of the existing retaining walls. We have placed a lot of binding, and we have do the first cast of the stem. So the next step is retaining walls and backfill and going to the next level of construction. The contract officially on paper is 4 months, but we are in discussion with the representatives of the government, who is best on the consultants, and we are adjusting as we go along because of, one, the weather condition, but you know you're working in the river in rainy season, and the impact COVID have been having on the timelines that we have set.
Controlling the river flow is one challenge. However, it's one he says they are equipped for. Both paths 3 and 4 of the project are being carried out at the same time. John provided insight into what the project would be like on completion.
The project is divided into 7 packages. We have been awarded package 3 and 4, and I have authority, I can speak on those 2 packages. There's also 2 packages similar to what we're doing, package 1 and 2, that's from the Green Bridge coming up to the Homicide Bridge. There are 2 new bridges, that's in the 7 packages, and there are roadworks and culverts and so on the main road. So at the end of the day, the river will have its embankment, GBN baskets, and retaining walls. There will be 2 new bridges, and the road will be reinstated and elevated in some places in River Road.
Presently, there are 55 people employed on the project, some of whom are from River Road. John is confident that the flooding problems experienced would soon be a thing of the past.
After this project is implemented, it was well designed, put together between the government of Grenada and the consultants, and after this project is executed, I honestly believe and I know that the flood that normally hits River Road will be totally alleviated. And also I must say that a great percentage of the people of River Road are employed on the project. We bring in skills which are necessary, and we try to take as much people from the community as possible, because at the end of the day, they are the beneficiaries, they will care for it, and it's their project.
Infrastructure Minister Nolan Cox says they are pleased with the pace at which the project is progressing.
And we have had a number of challenges with designs and the whole implementation aspect of it. Finally, we are where we are now. We are happy with the progress. The community is happy. And I know that everybody is looking to make sure that whatever mitigation measures we take here, we see result and no flooding going forward. So,
Krista John, GBN News.
Grenada has been receiving positive feedback from the 2020 Dubai Expo so far, and officials are optimistic that the 6-month-long event will attract more investors to the country. We get the details in this report.
Due to Grenada's participation in the 2020 Dubai Expo, the country has been receiving positive inquiries about possible investment opportunities. So say Minister for Trade, Industry and Customer Affairs, Alvin Dabrio, who says the feedback is encouraging and is optimistic that once the inquiries materialize, Grenada will benefit tremendously.
Visitors that I have interacted with, they seem very interested in Grenada. They are interested in our climate. They also want to know how they can get to Grenada. They are interested in our type of government. Also, if they could purchase property and for doing business, our education systems. And very important, a lot of them want to know if we are tolerant of other religions. And I get the feeling that they are greatly impressed with our booth, our population, and knowing Grenada.
The expo, which runs from October 1st, 2021 to March 31st, 2022, is used as an opportunity for countries to display their produce, culture, food, and other aspects. Minister Dabrio says Grenada's pavilion continues to be the center of attraction.
The expo provides us with an excellent opportunity to showcase our country, our people, and their diverse cultures, our products, and many more to the world. Visitors can view pictures of Grenada that showcase its diversity, our rainforests, oceans, beaches, and type of accommodations. They can see, taste, and feel our spices and our products like our very famous chocolate.
The expo is said to be one of the world's biggest in-person events since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, with an estimated 25 million people expected to visit before it closes at the end of March next year. More than 190 countries are participating. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear-Thomas reporting.
Stay with us. The sports report and around the globe are coming up, but first, the weather report and forecast.
It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Borrow up to $10,000 for all your needs. School supplies, staycation, home renovations, appliances or furniture. You can have it all with a summer everything loan. With competitive interest rates and same-day approvals, you can't beat this loan special. Not a member? Join today to get onto this exciting offer. It's your summer everything loan from the Communal. Apply today and take advantage of this exciting offer. Visit the nearest Communal branch or call us at 440-1755 for more information. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
The croton scale insect, a new threat to our agricultural production, is now creating major damage to several plants. Mango, soursop, plums, guava, avocado, and crotons are among the main ones affected. Excessive sooty mold, black blight, is associated with this pest. Take action now. Cut and burn infested fruits and shoots. Do not move infested materials to other areas. Treat with horticultural oils and recommended insecticides. Request assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture. Follow all safety protocols when burning trash or applying pesticides. A message from the Ministry of Agriculture.
Hills and Valley
Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sonatrogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Claracil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open Hills and Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills and Valley, your health is our business.
Quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
All right, here's a look at tonight's weather report and forecast. The minimum temperature is expected to be 25 degrees Celsius. The weather will be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and hazy, with a few brief to widely scattered showers, improving overnight. Winds will be easterly to east-southeasterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northerly to northeasterly swells. A marine advisory is in effect. Tides will be high at 12:45 a.m. and low at 5:50 a.m. Looking ahead to tomorrow, sunrise will be 5:57 a.m., sunset 5:51 p.m. Generally fair, hazy and breezy conditions with few brief showers possible, increasing in cloudiness overnight with few brief to widely scattered showers and possible isolated lightning and thunder. In the forecast for Friday, sunrise 5:57 a.m., sunset 5:50 p.m. Partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with few brief to widely scattered showers and possible isolated lightning and thunder. Saturday, sunrise will once again be 5:57 a.m., sunset 5:50 p.m. Generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times. Conditions are expected with a few brief morning and nighttime showers possible. And that's it for the weather report and forecast. The sports is up next.
Greetings, welcome to our sports roundup. It's just about 5 days to go before Trinidad's netballers have a showdown with Jamaica's best. Trinidad's national team has been hard at training, and team player McCarthy believes their team spirit can help them achieve success.
At 26 years old, national netballer Jamila McCarthy is just about getting ready to take her career to another level. She was recently selected to represent the Saracens Mavericks in the Vitality Super League in the United Kingdom for the 2022 season. However, she will be focusing on what's immediately ahead in Jamaica. She's up for the challenge after playing netball for the past 12 years.
Basically, what I want to achieve is just being a team player, being supportive, being there for my team overall, and most importantly, try and get the win.
McCarthy, who hails from Maloney, can be easily described as a versatile player, as evidenced by her willingness to play where she is needed.
I prefer playing on the defensive end of the court. However, whatever position my team needs me to play at that moment, probably on that day or probably against a specific team, that is what I would do.
She knows it may require a prayer to get past Jamaica.
I think the hardest part would be going up against most of their players is professional athletes, and I think they are straight out of the Sun Cup, and if not the Sun Cup, the Vitality Super League. So they are fit, they are ready. So we just need to step up to the challenge and go in head first.
The tournament begins on October 17th. Sergio Dufour, TV6 Sport.
Moving on to a bowler who is not in the Windies team, but he is still a talking point. West Indies off-spinner Sunil Narine says his hard work is paying off as he is getting better at his remodeled bowling action. Narine was man of the match for KKR in their IPL eliminator against Royal Challengers Bangalore on Monday. He spoke with commentator Hashar Bogal.
With this new action, was there ever any doubt in your mind that you'd come back to being the bowler that you were? I mean, when people played KKR, they said we only have 16 overs to play because you had 4, and then you remodeled it. How close are you, or are you there with where you were?
I'm getting close. I'm not that close as yet to what I was before, but I'm getting there. Hard work is paying off from Cal Pro and KKR working with me over the years. So I think it's time. It's paying off now. So it's just to continue, not to forget what I'm doing, but to keep putting in the hard work so when tournaments like this come along, I could continue doing it.
That brings us to the end of our sports roundup. Stay with us for global developments. And welcome to our probe around the globe. Tonight's probe commences in the Southern Caribbean, where concerns are being raised over COVID-19 vaccine discrimination and academic inequality. The president of the TNT Unified Teachers Association, Antonia Tica de Freitas, says educating all students must be the government's first priority, not ensuring they get vaccinated against COVID-19. Terry M. Brown Campbell tells us more.
Focusing on vaccination levels instead of students receiving access to education. By doing this, government is causing academic inequality. According to President of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association, Antonio Tica de Freitas, who was a guest on TTT's Now Morning show on Tuesday, government's priorities must change.
Our position is do not divide the students and create higher levels of inequity because the state feels they want to get a policy rolled out and make a point.
The tutor president maintains the Ministry of Education has required its educators to only teach students who attend physical classes.
You cannot and should not be discriminating against our students in this particular manner. You are going against the grain of the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child. You are going against the principles of, by you I mean the state, you are going against the principles on the UN Convention against discrimination in education. You are also going against basic constitutional rights.
Mrs. Tika de Freitas describes the situation as frustrating for all involved.
There are some parents who've had the children vaccinated and they're still not sending the children out, especially with the fear of the Delta variant being a community spread and the fact that we are seeing the Delta variant in the breakthrough cases that are occurring in our schools now.
Mrs. Tika de Freitas says, based on their September meeting with the Ministry of Education, tutor did not expect Forms 1 to 3 students to return to school in October. Terry Ann Brown Campbell, TTT News.
The curtains are coming down on our probe in Asia. Asian airlines are ramping up flights and special offers as travel demand returns. Carriers and travel agents around the region said that they're seeking a surge in bookings. Malaysia and Vietnam both allowed domestic flights to resume from this week after months of strict lockdowns.
Asian airlines are ramping up flights and special offers as travel demand returns. Carriers and travel agents around the region have told Reuters they're seeing a surge in bookings. That as travel restrictions lift. Malaysia and Vietnam both allowed domestic flights to resume from this week after months of strict lockdowns. India is lifting a cap on internal flights. And Singapore, Thailand and Fiji are all opening without quarantine for vaccinated travellers from some countries. Now carriers including Singapore Airlines and Qantas are increasing capacity. Malaysia-based Air Asia said traffic to its mobile app surged 140% after domestic curbs were lifted. A return to full normality is still a long way off, however, particularly for international travel. Thailand expects to welcome just 100,000 tourists this year, down from 40 million in 2019. International air travel in the region was at just 4% of 2019 levels in August. Industry body IATA says a recovery for overseas flights won't happen until some way into next year.
That's it for our probe around the globe. Let's join Blossom for a review of the main points.
All right, now let's take a recap of what made the news this evening. Another St. Andrews senior citizen physically scarred and emotionally traumatized after being attacked at her home. River Sally Estate remains partially closed as COVID-19 creates economic challenges in the rural community. Some homeless people in St. George choose COVID vaccine to protect themselves, while others say they still have concerns. In the region, concerns are being raised over COVID-19 vaccine discrimination and academic inequality in Trinidad. Internationally, Asian airlines are ramping up flights and special offers as travel demand returns. In sports, top cricketer Sunil Narine said the hard work he did is paying off. And that's the end of GBN's Nightly News for Wednesday, October 13th, 2021. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. On behalf of the entire news team, I am Blossom Alexis-Welsh, wishing you an enjoyable and rainy Wednesday night.